What's up, guys? 40 Phantom here. Got into the Battlefield 3 beta early because I owned Medal of Honor, and I'm probably one of the few people that actually enjoyed it. I mean, the multiplayer was alright. There were some ideas that I did like on it. I mean, the sniper one-hit kill, that was really good, and thankfully, because it had such a small community that people didn't really there wasn't a lot of snipers. So I mean, if you wanted to kick back and snipe, I mean, you could, and a lot of people started doing that at first, but then it kind of died down with like little spikes of it, you know, people just sniping. But it was an amount to where you wouldn't be annoyed too much. I mean, if they got one area on the map on lockdown, I mean, just don't go near that area, and they're not gonna hit you for the most part. I mean, unless they're camping the one doorway that you need to get in, which for the most part there was either 2 to 3 ways to get into that same area, so it wasn't too bad. One thing I did notice, because I actually played the alpha for this, is that this bomb site wasn't here. The bomb site was actually in the pavilion, and it was a pain to get, because essentially you have one spawn to the right behind the pavilion, and then the other spawn was to the left in front of the pavilion. So you had them coming at you both sides. I mean, it was just stupid. I mean, I'm glad they put that here. And for people who played the alpha, you know, they might come in thinking that it's still in the pavilion, and this kind of gives you a little edge. But for the most part, people don't even realize it until they hear the bomb being planted, like until it says bomb was planted. And that's probably the best first rush spot, because they're all focusing towards the one closest to them, which is this one. And I mean, there's not even people here except for one guy with a shotgun, which I don't even know why he brought out a shotgun in the middle of an open park. I mean, it worked for this kill, but I don't really see it going very far until you get into the subway system. Let's see, other things from the alpha that have changed. Oh, the cover. Definitely the cover. Really only the trees were destructible in the alpha when you get into this park area. But now you got all that little trimming stuff on the sides. You can just blow those up with grenades and stuff. And that's definitely good, because when you planted the bomb, people just went prone and just camped. Just camped out of that site. And it kind of killed it, I guess. But I mean, that probably wasn't even the worst part about the alpha. Like, in my opinion, the worst part was when you go in, like, the people that went into the alpha, there was 2 types of mentality. There was people who did it just to playtest. Like, they sat there and looked at the textures of rocks. Like, oh, this is a nice rock here. I wonder how the textures will change from the alpha to the beta to the final product. And these tree physics, they're quite nice. So, and then you had the people who didn't really comprehend that this was an alpha, and kind of went in with the mentality of, it's a beta, I can do whatever I want, I'm not going to help, I'm just going to have this for my own advantage, I guess you could say. And so you had, you know, people with their try-hard panties on, and then you had people looking at rocks. So really nothing got done. I mean, it was a challenge just to get past the park. Like, to even get in the subway was a rare game, and it was really quiet, I guess you could say. The prone coming in, people, if you've played Call of Duty, you're gonna notice prone, like people going prone. But I mean, if you're a straight up Battlefield fan, you know, you don't really play Call of Duty that much, you don't play, you know, like Halo, you just straight up Battlefield, I guess. if you see a prone person on the ground, your first thought is going to be they're dead. You're not going to really start shooting at them until they start shooting you, which you die really quickly in this game. So, I mean, they're probably going to get you first, which is going to make you think, oh, camping bitch, you know. And that, you know, it's just kind of like getting used to it, I guess. It's just one of those new changes. I guess if comparing this to Bad Company 2 and Battlefield 2, definitely more Medal of Honor-y, I guess you could say. Like when you fired a weapon in Medal of Honor, there was way more kick than you would ever get in Bad Company, and here you get even more kick. I mean, it's nasty. If you coming straight in to it, I mean, you might as well just hip fire without a scope or without a grip or the heavy barrel. I mean, it all helps really, and especially when you're firing. I mean, if you crouch or go prone, I mean, you're gonna definitely see some accuracy boost. But I mean, the kick is just unbelievable. And it's like handing a 12-year-old the M16 and telling him, you know, just aim and shoot. I mean, that thing's gonna probably knock him down. It's like it's that kind of thing. And oh, one of the things that I noticed also from the alpha that I was hoping that they would change, your weapons, when you get a certain amount of kills, you know, you get the unlocks and stuff for it. But the problem is that you only get it for that gun on that side. So if I earned this scope, it's only going to be on this gun for this class when I play for the Americans. If I'm playing for the Russians, it's just going to be an AK-47 with nothing, just iron sights on it. So that was kind of stupid in my opinion, but it also led to that marketing strategy that they had where they said it would take up to 100 hours or so to unlock everything, which, you know, seeing that the way this is, you spend 50 hours, you know, you unlock everything for the American side. Well, now you got to go and unlock everything for the Russian side. So I mean, that's stupid, but it also adds longevity to the game. You know, and it kind of gives you a motivation to play on both sides. You know, like, oh, I want to play the Americans only, kind of thing. No, I mean, it's not going to work that way. That's such a long commentary. This is probably the longest I've ever done. Definitely feels a little more like the default is a little bit more sensitive than I would wish it to be, because especially when you come around a corner and you see someone there and then you aim down your sights, I mean, your speed doesn't slow down at all. It just, you know, you just keep going when you're turning, and it kind of leads to some sloppy spraying, which, I mean, I don't really care if I get the kill, you know, I mean, it's not my problem. You know, they should have done better. Maybe they wouldn't have been killed. But I mean, if you're doing some kind of montage or something, you know, it's just kind of annoying, I guess. And definitely, you know, ACOG, not close quarters. I mean, might as well just hip fire. But you know, your first instinct is to probably aim if you're if you don't play COD. Because if you play COD, your first instinct is to just hold the trigger and then aim down sights. Which, I mean, like, I'm not trying to rag on COD or anything, because, you know, I play both. You know, it's kind of, well, no, definitely I've been playing COD a lot longer than I have Battlefield, but it's just, I get a certain enjoyment out of Battlefield that COD just doesn't provide, and, you know, vice versa. that I was gonna say.
Charge has been defused by the enemy. Over.
Oh yeah, the default control scheme. They switched some stuff out that I didn't really like. Basically, your knife is right bumper, and your sprint is, you know, it's still it's, I forget what it is now. Wow, this is kind of embarrassing. But pretty much what you would think is sprint is actually also your prone. So if you just hold down the right thumbstick, you'll go prone, or if you click it once, you know, you'll crouch, which is kind of awkward because, you know, for the longest time I thought it was B, because, you know, that's what B usually is crouch and prone. And definitely it's going to lead to drop shotting, but drop shotting doesn't really help all that much to me. I tried it once and I dropped to the floor and he instantly headshotted me. I don't know if it was just luck or if it was the game going, I see what you did there and I done like it. So yeah, note, drop shotting equals insta-death for you. Another thing is people will definitely want to take advantage of the single shot feature, because you can basically switch it from fully auto to single shot for almost any weapon, well actually any automatic weapon, and besides the fact that it really increases your accuracy like ridiculously. I mean, I'm almost sniping with this, you know, ACOG'd, what, M16 or M4, and if you have a trigger finger, I mean, you can get as many bullets out as you would just holding it down, and you would be twice as accurate, you know, just standing. I'm also kind of a little disappointed, I guess, from, like, this map was in the alpha, and now I'm sitting here playing again with a little bit of changes. I mean, I haven't gone past the inside of the mall, not the subway, but the next part. I haven't gotten past there yet because it's just a gun frenzy, and there's people sitting there with LMGs and snipers. Oh, cool thing about snipers. Well, not cool if you are a sniper, but cool if you're going up against a sniper. If they're aiming down their scope, it actually has a flashlight. I mean, not flashlight. It has a. You actually see the glimmer off their scope, so you can actually see where they are. And I'm sure they're gonna have something, you know, that prevents that in the actual game, kind of like a sniper. Was it sniper scope hider or something? But as far as it goes now, it's pretty cool. SVD is actually really annoying when going up against it. I mean, that's if the person knows what they're doing and they're not thinking, oh, I'm just going to run out, you know, and pop, 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 you know, point blank. Because that's definitely not going to help you out at all here. And, I guess we're wrapping this up here. Everyone's kind of being cautious because we only got one death left. And I actually thought it was kind of cool because when I went down, the squad that I was in, I mean, I don't know these people or anything, but they kind of had that, you know, we're working together right now. And one was guarding one way, the other was, like, one was guarding the left, right, and then you had a person out guarding the front. And then I was kind of like marksman sitting in the back right there, because one of my squad mates, he almost died from the one guy that was kind of sitting behind those wood pallets. There we go. So yeah, this is Battlefield 3 first, well, not first look, but kind of like looking